Hello and welcome back to Book Yaps with Ash. I'm Ash, and I've been looking forward to doing this video for like 6 months since I came up with the idea. And if you read the title, you know I am going to be reviewing every book I read in 2025 in a short sentence or less, or maybe 2. We'll see how it goes. But I've also decided to do something fun that I've never seen before, and that is randomize the order in which I'm reviewing the book. So it's not the order I read them or anything like that. I've completely randomized it. I don't know which book will be next, and that will be weird when it comes to the series that I have going. So maybe there's a reason people don't do this, but I'm gonna try. And it might be fun and it might be weird. But it will be this, so let's get into it. I have basically put all of the book covers in this Canva project and then just covered them with a black square, and then I will reveal them by getting rid of the black square rectangle and then tell you about them. So I think there is like 80, there's 80 books on this list. I read 77 and I DNF'd 3 of them, so those 3 are also on this list. And yeah, it was a pretty good reading year, so I'm excited to tell you about these books. Roll the intro. Book Yaps with Ash. All right, let's get into it. I'm gonna pop those right here, and let's start with number 1. Okay. Ooh, Atmosphere by Taylor Jenkins Reid. My God, this book was fantastic. The last 20 pages gave me a full panic attack. Definitely a 5-star. Honestly, as good as Seven Husbands, just different when it comes to the storyline, but this one has a really good long-term queer relationship that's to be hidden. Space and NASA is involved, and then also a really good like aunt-niece relationship. Okay, this has been way more than a sentence. I've got to cool it for the rest of these if this video is not going to be a million years long, but loved this book. 5 stars. Great read. Next. Ooh, okay. This is the second Dungeon Crawler Carl book. No, third. It's the third one. This one was my least favorite of the 3 that I read so far, just because it was a bit confusing figuring out the whole floor situation with the trains, but I loved it. I love the series. This is such a good, like, fun, stress-free series to read. So much world building and great characters. Next. Oh my God, Bury Your Gaze. This was probably my favorite book of the year. I keep saying this, best audiobook I've ever listened to. If you're going to listen to an audiobook, make it this one. If you're going to read this book, make it the audiobook. I can't tell you why. I just need you to trust me that the production and just the way the book was written makes it work really well, okay? Just trust me. It's so, so good. Oh, Best Wishes from the Full Moon Coffee Shop. This is actually the second book. I read this before reading the first one. This is, if you'd like, Before the Coffee Gets Cold and books similar to that. It's kind of like that, but it also uses like astrology to kind of like help the people out that come to the coffee shop. And I really liked it. It's like Christmassy, but not in your face. So you could read it anytime, like in the winter or whenever you want. But yeah, thought this one was great. Oh my God. I finished this book. I'm not sure if I've mentioned on here. I was reading it for a while. Since July. And I finished it during the holidays. It's a really long side quest, okay? And it's hard to care. But the ending was really good and makes me want to continue with the series, but least favorite of these books, and I feel like there were like a few cool parts, but also a lot that I didn't care about, which made it tough. But that's Stephen King, and maybe that's my fault for not realizing that and knowing that, but it's fine. It's fine. I didn't like this book, The Thursday Murder Club. I listened to the audiobook and I found it very hard to keep all the characters straight. I also think the like motive being business and finance related really made me not give a shit. I don't know. I think when it comes to me, I'm more of a thriller, psychological thriller person than a mystery person. I thought the characters, like the main core club, were what made this book really good. It just was like so complicated for no reason. Yeah, didn't like it very much. Next. Oh, The Yellow Wallpaper. This is, I think, my third time reading this book. I think I read it in high school as well, and then 2 years ago. Just still as creepy as can be. Really a great metaphor for why men are trash. Not more I can say about it. It's like 20 pages. This is the best Hunger Games book that exists, and I will stand by that, and I will continue reading these books every so often for the rest of my life. I don't have anything else to say about it. Ah, Dracula. Boring. Next. The Couple Next Door. This one was fine. Like, as a thriller goes, it was okay. I remember it a bit. I mean, I read it in like April, so I guess that's a good sign. But I just found it to be okay. Like, of the thrillers and psychological thrillers that I would recommend, I don't think this would be anywhere near the top of the list. It was fine. I think I've maybe read too many thrillers at this point, and it just felt samey maybe, but it was like, if you're getting into thrillers, you'd probably like it. It was just fine for me. So I used to be a hater of this book. I was the number one hater. I wanted a Haymitch book, and I was wrong. This is a really important book to the story. It gives good Snow context. He's an asshole, but that's the point. And I was wrong before, and it's a great book. Something Wild and Wonderful, I thought was good. It did have a miscommunication trope and a third act breakup. Spoiler, most romances have that, and I don't like that. So that took me out of it a bit, but I think that those two guys are super cute and sweet, and so, yeah, it was good. It was good. A little steamy. Setting was really cool. They're on like the trail. There's a trail on the west coast of the States. The name escapes me, but that was a really cool setting for the book. The Bee Sting. If this book has no haters, I'm dead. I've said enough about this book. Oh, if this book has no fans, I am dead. I love this book. A Song for the Wild Bill. I actually just read the sequel. Spoiler alert. It's so good. I think everybody should read this book. It's a nice reminder about, like, you know, the meaning of life, our purpose, doing things we love, and also understanding, like, different cultures, and why we do things the way we do them, and why others do things the way they do them. It was just so cozy and nice. Just nice. Wizard and Glass was better than Wolves of the Kala, but it was still quite a side quest. Like, you're hearing Roland's childhood story, and it was good. It was good. It does, again, it takes you off of the main arc plot of the story, and you don't have those characters that you fell in love with for the first 3 books. But it was good. It was good. It is long, but again, it's Stephen King. Yes! The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo is one of my favorite books of all time. I read this early in the year. It's one of my favorite books I've read this year. Evelyn Hugo is a great character. It's just a great story about love and friendship and drama. Really good. Cleat Cute. Worst audiobook I've ever listened to. Do not listen to this audiobook. Read this book. It's a great book. Do not listen to the audiobook. Yeah, but nice and spicy. I did not appreciate Mockingjay enough as a youth. It is the most relevant one to where we are right now in society, which is crazy because it was written in like 2000 something. early 2000s. Yeah, just like I found as a kid the like propaganda and the like was very boring to me, but that's like exactly what is happening right now. Like we're viewing everything through recordings and videos, and they influence us, and that's like what this book is about. Oh, The Green Mile. I really liked this one. I think I appreciated it more after finishing it. I found the first like third to be slow, but it's also good context to know that it was like released as 6 small books. But this was great. This was a great book, and the movie was also really good. So, yeah, if you want to start with a Stephen King book, this is a good one to start with because it's not horror, really, no. Wicked. Okay. Wicked was a really good book. It was just not the movie or the musical, and that's something that you need to know going into it. It's like a political fantasy. So just go into it knowing that it's very different. But I really liked it. I did. Yes. Shout out Beth for making me read this book because I wouldn't have, I don't think. Like I said earlier, great series. It's just fun. It's just fun. That's like the most important thing, is that it's fun. Yeah. Ooh, Straight by Chuck Tingle. This is a little novella. Probably crush it in like an hour or two. And I thought this was a really great metaphor for like allyship and when straight cis people actually truly do show up for the queer community, which is not often, and how the queer community needs to kind of show up for each other, because we're at the end of the day the ones who are going to support and protect each other, because when it gets hard, that's when the allies back out. But this is told through a horror kind of zombie story. It's cool. I love these boys. Bring back yearning. Ooh, The Night House. This was unexpected. It's horror, but it also was like psychological in a way. Yeah, actually really good. I would definitely recommend this. It's kind of like light horror maybe. There's a bit of gore, I think, but yeah, definitely more on the psychological side. Ooh, The Last House Guest. I didn't like this. I found it to be boring and I didn't care about what happened. I did still finish it because it was on my like books I have at home bingo physical TBR thing. But yeah, I just didn't really care. But maybe I've read too many thrillers at this point and I'm like looking for something like crazy when I read a thriller. Hard to say. I didn't like it. James, I listened to this audiobook. I thought it was great. I feel like I probably should have read Huckleberry Finn first to like really appreciate it, but I thought that it's a really, really good book. I think this is one that should probably be studied in schools. Yeah. When you think of books how books can give you empathy, help you learn empathy, this is one for sure. Ooh, Your Shadow Half Remains. Don't ever see anyone talking about this book. I got this book as a gift for Christmas last year. It's like super short. It's a novella size book, and it's like similar to Bird Box in a way, but also it's queer, and it was really good. Yeah. Drowning. Yes. This book snuck up on me as one of the best books of the year and also that I have ever read, truly. It was so suspenseful, but also so cool. Like, one of the characters is an underwater welder, and like she helps to save the people on the plane, and she's also like the ex/mother of 2 of the people on the plane. Yeah, just great female characters, huge suspense, a lot of stuff that I don't really understand, like military-wise and like scuba diving-wise and stuff, but I didn't feel like that took it away. I just thought it was so good. I ate this. I ate it. Ooh, The Kamigawa Food Detectives. This is just another one in that category of like magical place that people come to. And this one is about finding and recreating recipes that you can't recreate yourself. And I thought it was great. Again, you don't get anything that is unexpected out of these books, but that's kind of the point, I think. And yeah, just some really, really good descriptions of food. That's what I thought was really unique to this one, and I loved that. I like food. Prayer for the Crown Shy. So this is the sequel to A Song for the Wild Built, just as good. You get to learn a bit more about like this world that you're in and how it functions in a way that's not capitalist, which is really interesting. I just wanted to be shrunk and put into this world. This is how we should be living, in my opinion. Really great companion to the first book, for sure. Why did I put this in here? I read this book for work, and I guess if you have books that you can read for your business job, this is a good one to read. I actually finished it, which I don't usually do because I find books like this are repetitive as hell and could be a blog post, but this one I thought was good, and I do actually wish most workplaces embodied what he's got to say. Anyways, back to the fun. Haunting on the Hill. I haven't read Hill House. This is a Hill House retelling, so I cannot tell you if it's good in that context. In the context of me reading it, I thought it was okay. I feel like I was waiting for more from it. There were some creepy parts that I felt like didn't expand, and I couldn't tell if the characters were just like mentally ill or if they were like being driven mad. And maybe that was the point. I think it started strong, and then I don't know, didn't really go anywhere. Sometimes I lie. I listened to this audiobook in like chunks. Actually, the audiobook was quite creepy, just because of the delivery of sometimes. This one was fine. I think it was a good thriller. Not up there as one of my favorites. Not the worst one I've read. Just fine. All's Well. This one was great. Went down a Mona Awad rabbit hole. Ha. Drama teacher, an ex-actor, essentially. Kind of going wacky. You're not sure what's real. You're not sure what's not real. Yeah. Mona Awad's crazy. What's going on in her head? Someone tell me. The September House was great. I really liked this. I like the concept of it. I keep saying this, but it essentially picks up where a haunted house story leaves off. You know, you either got people move into the house and there's a demon and they either leave or defeat the demon. This person moved into the house. There's demons. She's just living with them. She's like accepting them and coexisting. And then stuff starts to like happen. Yeah, I thought this was really good. Very unique. Not like the scariest thing I've ever read. I'd say it's like light horror. Nothing like super fucked up in this one, but yeah, this was a great concept. Also, great cover. Next, A Head Full of Ghosts. This one was good. This one is you don't really know like how much is true of the story, which is interesting. I wouldn't say it scared the living hell out of me, like Stephen King said. But there's like a haunted kid, so that's something that people often get scared of, especially people with kids. I don't have kids, partly because I don't want a haunted one. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's told from one of the kids' perspectives too. Yeah, but as an adult, which makes it interesting, obviously. We'll prescribe you a cat. This, again, in that bucket of cozy, magical places. This one was good. This one actually really helped me grieve my monkey girl, in a way. So that was nice. But yeah, if you're a cat lover, you'll probably like this one. More Than This by Patrick Ness. I have had this book since I was 17, and I had not read it until this year. I'm glad I finally did. It was really good. A guy thinks he wakes up in hell, and then is kind of like navigating that situation, essentially. And yeah, it was really cool. It's like YA, but good, quite good. Passing by Nella Larson. This is a novella. Could read it in like an hour or two. Audiobook is like 3 hours long. This one was crazy. The ending I did not see coming for this one, but really, it was written in like 1929, and it's about this woman who's like married to a white man, and he doesn't know that she's actually black because she passes. But he's like super racist and would like kill her if he found out. So it's kind of a situation of the main character like navigating that. Like her friend is the person in this relationship, and some other stuff happens. I don't want to give it away. It's a short book. I started Martyr, and I just don't think it was the right time for me. I thought the writing was really good. It's non-linear. Some chapters were really good and interesting, and some I was falling asleep. I may have just been exhausted. I was definitely burnt out when I was reading this book. I would like to give it another shot sometime, but yeah, I got about 20% in and then just read other stuff and never went back to it. Sorry. The Survivor Wants to Die at the end. I loved this. I love this series. I love this concept. This one had quite a cliffhanger ending, actually. So I'm looking forward to the next one. And I love these two boys. What are their names? Paz and Alano, I think. I love them so much. I want to put them and protect them in a little bubble. In a little bubble. I love them. I love them. Okay, so Skeleton Crew, I've read The Mist, The Monkey, a few other short ones, including The Jaunt. The Jaunt is the best one in this collection that I've read so far. I think I'm like 40-something% through the book. I'm kind of taking a break from it. The Mist was okay. The Monkey was okay. I thought both of those movies are better. So, but The Jaunt is freaky, and when I think about the ending of that book, my stomach hurts. So yeah, if you're going to pick one from there, read The Jaunt. The only one left, and I keep saying this, waterboards you with twists at the end where it takes you out of it. It was really great to read. It was a really good audiobook. There's two narrators because there's two different kind of POVs. The twists are good and fun. It was just a lot of them at the end, and I was like, okay, enough. Like, now I know I'm reading for sure because this is crazy. But I think it was still really good. I just think that many twists kind of ruined it a bit. But I would recommend this for people who like a good thriller. This is a good thriller. The Library Policeman from 4 Past Midnight was definitely written a long time ago. And the kind of... check the trigger warnings. It's kind of like, it's a similar concept to it, just there's no fun kids, and it's short. Yeah, I don't know. It's fine. Why is this in here twice? Something is up. Maybe I'm missing one. I guess I'll never know. Okay, moving on. Oh, shit. Bunny. Bunny's great. If you want to read a book where you have no idea what's going on, ever, really, even when you finish it, this one's for you. But it's in a way where it's like fun, not where you're just like, huh, but you are like, huh. It's great. This was not good. And I don't know what the point of this was. Like, the ending made it fine, but like getting there was so boring. Read a different Agatha Christie book. This is not Queen of Mystery material, in my opinion. Reprieve was good. I felt like I was looking for a bit more of a like connection at the end. But yeah, it's an interesting concept of a bunch of people going into like this haunted house that's like full contact, that like no one ever beats, essentially, wins, and someone dies. And you're getting like a non-linear kind of storytelling. You're finding out how all of the characters ended up there. It's cool. It was good. I think at the ending I was waiting for a little bit more, but overall, like, I really enjoyed reading it, and I, like, couldn't put it down / stop thinking about it. I loved Station 11. I feel like this book is so, like, it's short, but it had, like, the full effect that The Stand had by Stephen King, and it reminded me of it. It's, like, post-apocalypse, but it's more about, like, the world has ended, but people are still kind of creating art and consuming art and how that looks, and I thought that it was really interesting. And it's just this big cast of characters, how they all kind of connect, and yeah, I really liked it a lot. Revival kind of snuck up on me too as a book I really, really liked, and it didn't go in the direction that I thought it was going to go, and it spans, like, this guy's entire life, and his connection to this reverend who is obsessed with electricity and, like, holding power with that. And yeah, it was really good. I think it's, like, an underrated Stephen King book, and I think if you're a Stephen King fan and you haven't read Revival, that you should move it up your list, because it was great. I DNF'd this book. It was really my own fault. I saw dinosaur in the title and thought it was going to be about dinosaurs. It wasn't. It was about buying fossils, and I didn't care about that. And it was about the people that were buying fossils, and I care about them less. Sorry, whoever you guys are. Oh, What Belongs to You? This was probably the most unique book I read, like, atmospherically. Is that a word? And it's hard to explain. I think just, like, the way the story was told, it felt like an unreliable narrator, but not in, like, a thriller way, just in, like, a like, not even narcissistic way. Just, you're only getting this guy's perspective, and you know you're missing out on other parts of the story because of that, but it doesn't matter. It was kind of weird. There was, like, a toxic relationship involved. Yeah, it was really interesting. I don't know how to explain it. I don't even know if I liked it, but I found it interesting. Yeah. Sandwich was a great book. Nothing really happens. It's just about this family going to their cottage that they go to every year for a week, and just kind of, like, the messiness that's involved with a family vacation. Yeah, really good. Demon Copperhead was great. Sad as fuck, for sure. Really sad. Oh my god, the peanut butter jar scene. It's just sad. It's rough. This kid has a rough life. But he's a great narrator, and the audiobook is great, and it feels so real. Yeah, really, really, really good. Carrie is also really good. This is a real quick read. Like, I think I listened to the audiobook over a weekend, and yeah, it was great. Big cast of characters, which I didn't expect. Lots of different perspectives. And this is the book that started it all, and it almost wasn't published. And I think that is something to take into account, is that it almost wasn't published. Stephen King's wife took it out of the trash and said, finish this book. And now, look, we've got a lot of fucked up stories. Thank God for that. Sea of Tranquility is similar to Station 11, just not quite as good. It's like the same structure of storytelling, and it was good. It just, like, wasn't as good, if that makes sense. A Christmas Carol is actually very good. I would recommend the audiobook. Hugh Grant narrates it on Audible, and it's included if you have a membership. And it was great. There wasn't any more to it than what you get in, like, A Muppet's Christmas Carol, for example. But yeah, I thought, like, the writing was really good. There's also a line in it about, like, what is it? There's a part where Scrooge asks this, like, ghost spirit, why God or the gods deny poor folks of, like, dining every 7th day. Like, the shops are closed on Sundays. And the spirit replies basically saying there are many people who claim they know us, God, and use it as a way to justify their hatred and bigotry. This book was written in 1843. how is that still relevant now? Okay, that hurts, I think, actually. But anyways, the book is really good. We Came to Welcome You. This is a really good horror book, and I feel like no one really talks about it. But there's like queer couple, neither of them are white. They move into this like all white gated community, and the like homeowners association starts being weird. Everyone's being weird to them, and like the main character kind of feels like she's going crazy. And yeah, this one was really good. I actually still think about this one a lot, and I read it very early last year. Yeah, weird horror. This is the second Dungeon Crawler Carl book, and it was great. I won't say anything more about it. The series is great as a whole. Wizard of Oz is okay. I read it with a big fat bias that made it complicated for me to read. And that was the plot of Wicked, the movie, which doesn't line up with this at all. But you know, it's good. Quick little children's story. Yeah. The Glass Hotel was my least favorite Emily St. John Mandel book. I didn't really care that much about it, to be honest. And it was fine. I don't really remember much either. Misery is great. This is classic body horror gore. Some of the craziest scenes I've ever read. The cake scene and the lawnmower scene are nuts. It's so good. Yeah, this is top tier horror for sure. Ooh, Unhinged. I loved this. It's kind of fucked up, you know, but that's okay. We have fun. It's vigilante smut and gay, so everybody wants that, right? Bones Beneath My Skin was really good. I feel like I compared it too much to House in the Cerulean Sea. Trying to compare the main, what was her name? Art, I think her name was. Artemis is what she called herself, to Lucy, and they're not the same characters, but I thought this was really good and cool. Ooh, Don't Let Him In was really good. Thing about me is that I don't trust men, and the problem with this book is that everyone trusts this loser guy, whose perspective you get like his perspective, and then like the daughter of one of the girls he's seeing, and someone else. And yeah, I just would like, I give men the doubt of the benefit, so, you know. But anyways, he's fucked, and I thought this book was really good. I ate it up in like a day, so. Lisa Jewell's the best. Ooh, The Kite Runner is sad. The main plot of this has a really, really, really dark event that happens. So again, check your trigger warnings if you're going to read this one. But I do think it was a beautiful story about like choices we make when we're too young to be making them or not making them, and how that affects us. It's also just a story of war and how it affects regular people, which is always sad. Sad. Oh, I DNF'd this. I just wasn't interested. Nonfiction is not, like, I'm not doing it for me, guys, right now. I liked The Life Impossible. It was very whimsical. It was a really good audiobook. It had magic elements. And it had really great comments on life, as Matt Haig books always do. What Moves the Dead was a really good little short novella. It's like a retelling of The Fall of the House of Usher. I've never read that, but it didn't affect my experience, I don't think. It was just rightfully creepy. And, yeah, that's all I'll say. We Love You, Bunny is a really good sequel to Bunny. It definitely puts a wrench into any theories I had. And there's one new character, I'll tell you, that was awesome to read. A really fun time. Not as many, like, what the fuck moments. But I think that's okay. Why is this in here? I did finish it this year, yeah. I was listening to the audiobooks. I don't want to talk about it. Moving on. This, All the Light We Cannot See, is a great book. This is another war book. It's about two characters in World War II that are in very different situations and how their stories eventually intertwine. One of the main characters is a young blind girl who's French, and the other is part of the German army. And I thought it was beautiful. It really good story. I think about this one all the time still. Just really good. Ooh, yeah, this one was good too. Witchcraft for Wayward Girls. Check your trigger warnings. There are some dark parts to this, but it is all based on true events that happened in the 70s. The girls who went away, basically pregnant teenage girls being sent to homes to have their babies and then come back as if nothing has ever happened. And the story takes place in one of those homes. Oh, interesting facts about space, also really good. The storytelling here is really unique because you only get like teeny little snippets, these little short chapters that start in the middle of an interaction, finish before the interaction's even really over sometimes, and it's like you have to really pay attention to like little details of like to get the full picture of what's going on. Like you're not being spoon-fed like how people are feeling and what's happening. And yeah, this is like definitely a neurodivergent main character, and she's cool. Life of Chuck is good. Really interesting storytelling style. Quick read. Yeah. Why is this one in here twice? I fucked up somehow. I feel like I'm missing some books. The 20, okay, I finished another nonfiction book. Woohoo! This one was actually quite good. I would recommend this one to anybody in their 20s who might feel lost. This one kind of just makes you feel like it's okay to feel lost. We Measure the Earth with Our Bodies is a really great story of how it feels to be an immigrant who doesn't remember their like home country because they were so young, but also doesn't feel at home in their new country because they are an immigrant and their family is spread out. Yeah, this one was really good, really beautifully written. Spans like years and years, 3 or 4 different POVs over time. Really quite good. Oh, yes. This was fan service and I ate it up. I loved it. I can't wait for the movie. I'm gonna sob. And the last one, Game Changer. I loved Game Changer. A lot of people don't like it as much as Heated Rivalry. I liked it a lot. There was obviously sad parts about, you know, Scott being in the closet and kept having to hide. Spoiler alert, I guess. But I love those two boys so much. I love them so much. Okay, I feel like because there was 2 duplicates, that something was missing, and I'm gonna figure out what that is. Okay, one of them that was missing was definitely the sequel to this one, Unhinged. This one was also good. I think I liked Unhinged better, personally. But this one was great as well. What else did I miss? Yep. Oh, and then the last one that I missed is A Long Way to a Small Angry Planet by Becky Chambers, who wrote the Monk and Robot duology. And I thought that one was great. It was like cozy sci-fi in the sense. It was like found family and really cool characters, really cool like world building. You can't even call it, that's like universe building. But yeah, love that one as well. And that's it, okay? So this was fun, doing it out of order. That's exciting. Did everybody have a good time? Let me know. Maybe I'll do it again like this next year. Maybe I won't. I don't know. But yeah, those are the 77 plus books I read in 2025, how I felt about them, blah, blah, blah. This has been Book Yaps with Ash. I've been Ash.